Team Biden has zero ability to be honest with the American people. Today is the anniversary of the January 6th Capitol security breach. And what does Biden and his band of leftists do? They literally make it a national holiday to celebrate. They are using this day, exploiting it really, to vilify President Trump, of course, and all of his supporters. Let me be clear about this. I refuse to call January 6th an insurrection. I don't even call it a riot. The few people out of the masses who showed up, who broke windows or engaged in violence, well, certainly they deserve prosecution. But here's what they don't deserve. They don't deserve to be locked up for over a year. These people are political prisoners. What they are not are insurrectionists. And if you want the absolute proof that they're not insurrectionists, proof that the government actually agrees with me no matter what they say, not one of them has been charged with that crime, the crime of insurrection. Not one. Yet on this day, this, of course, is what we get from Joe Biden.
My fellow Americans, in life there's truth, and tragically there are lies. Lies conceived and spread for profit and power. We must be absolutely clear about what is true and what is a lie.
Oh, I'll be true about what's true and what's a lie. That old man is a sham, and his entire presidency is a lie, okay? Today, he filled his entire speech with lies.
Jill and I have mourned police officers in this Capitol Rotunda not once but twice in the wake of January 6th. Once to honor Officer Brian Sicknick, who lost his life the day after the attack, and a second time to honor Officer Billy Evans, who lost his life defending this Capitol as well.
Now, if you're an uninformed American who doesn't have your facts straight, you might think those officers died during the Capitol attack there, the security breach. They didn't. Let me make this very clear. Officer Brian Sicknick died of natural causes from a brain aneurysm that had nothing to do with the security breach at the Capitol. The D.C. Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that, so does his family. And how dare he bring up Officer Billy Evans? He died when an accused Black Lives Matter cop hater with a history of violent anti-cop rhetoric, who supports apparently the Nation of Islam, crashed his car through barricades at the Capitol, running over Billy Evans 3 months after January 6th. At least that's how cops describe what went down. And then we get this from co-president, yeah, that's what we should call her now, co-president Harris.
Certain dates echo throughout history, including dates that instantly remind all who have lived through them where they were and what they were doing when our democracy came under assault. Dates that occupy not only a place on our calendars, but a place in our collective memory. December 7th, 1941, September 11th, 2001, and January 6th, 2021.
Earlier today, I went ballistic over that. You know what? She knows what she's doing, though. She wants to trigger us to go ballistic. We actually all deserve to do that. 3,000 people died on September 11th here in America. 2,400 Americans died during the attack on Pearl Harbor. So let's be clear. The only person who died as a result of the left's so-called, quote, insurrection was Air Force veteran Ashley Babbitt, shot by a reckless, undercover Capitol police officer in need of serious training. She was unarmed, by the way. Today, Joe Biden spent 30 minutes blasting and besmirching half the nation during his live speech today. But remember, on the 20th anniversary of 9/11, Joe Biden could only manage to file some scripted 10-minute videotaped address. No public remarks, nothing. He all but ignores September 11th, but today, all he could do the entire time was attack President Trump.
The former president who had just rallied the mob to attack the former president of the United States of America has created and spread a web of lies, the big lie being told by the former president and many Republicans. The former president's supporters are trying to rewrite history, not to strengthen or protect our democracy, but because the former president lost, the former president, he's not just a former president. He's a defeated former president.
And that is an angry old man who can't get President Trump out of his head because he knows President Trump is coming. He will be back, I promise you. How dare Joe Biden? The security breach started before President Trump finished his speech. And again, the president didn't encourage anything but peace that day.
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
Peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard. I'll play it over and over again, okay? Let's be clear. The only insurrection that happened in Washington, D.C. in recent history happened when Democrats impeached President Trump using the original big lie, the Russian collusion hoax. That was an attempted coup. And don't forget it. And no one, by the way, has ever been held fully accountable for that attempted coup.
Grant Stinchfield is on Newsmax every night, fighting for the America First agenda.